Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this might be a bit of a ranty video, so if you are of a more sensitive disposition, then this video is not a recommended viewing for you. There are plenty more sources of videos suited to you on YouTube. Search up kittens, search up wombats, search up quokkas, or whatever else floats your boat. It's none of my business. We don't king shame here. However, I do have fairly strong words to say about True Focus Node and the recent influx that we have seen it being used in the game. And I heavily criticized the addition of True Focus to the final boss island of Alliance War. I called Kabam intellectually bankrupt, which I still stand by and which I will prove in a few more minutes. Because it takes no less than 3 minutes to come up with 10 times better solution. So whoever decided to add the True Focus node is either incompetent or incapable to give a shit about the game in general. Either way, not really a good solution. I previously have compared it like throwing a grenade to a fist fight because you're unable to stop it. The situation right here is that Kabam themselves pointed out there are a couple of champions that they are unable to contain. It's on their own lists here, in their own words. There are a couple of champions that are running around rampant. They know perfectly well. They are talking about the Ghost, and they're talking about Quake. Here we go. We all know that there are a couple of champions in the game that play by different rules than everybody else. Quake and Ghost. But obvious. Everybody who plays this game at relatively high level knows that. Those champions are OP as fuck. If there are such things as overpowered champions in this game, beyond God tier, then those would be the two champions that are in that category. And Kabam are clearly unable to stop them properly. And this shows with True Focus. And now we see True Focus more and more. We see it on last, 4-5 Summer of Pain bosses. Now it's part of every single Alliance war. Increasingly so, and I can bet my sweet bottom dollar to the fact that we would see this node present more and more on our daily content. Should something not change. Therefore, gracefully, being the awesome guy that I am, I will offer Kabam 2 better solutions that took no more than 3 minutes during a live stream to brainstorm in between me and the people in the chat that were watching the live stream. And that will showcase just exactly how inept or uncaring the people are who are designing these game modes and designing these fights. So we're gonna go head down to Aunt May. So we are dealing with Quake and Ghost, 2 champions. The first solution is the most straightforward one. Be open about the problem and about the champions and create a new hashtag. Hashtag overpowered. Simple as that. Give that hashtag to Quake and Ghost and then create a node that says hashtag overpowered champions have their ability accuracy reduced by 100% or hashtag overpowered champions deal 0% damage or 100% less damage. There we go. One very quick and effective solution. Only thing you have to do is add 1 hashtag to the game. Give that hashtag to 2 champions. And then, if you really want to ban those 2 champions, don't put the True Focus. Put on that hashtag. Or even leave the node the same. Hashtag overpowered champions cannot evade or phase or be missed. Or whatever. There you go. Simple. The other solution is even easier. Don't need to do anything. So let's take a look at what champions we are talking about. Talking about both ladies. So let's select the lady tag female champion. In case of Ghost, Lady Villains. We have narrowed it down to 5 champions in game. Let's say lady, so female villain control counter champions cannot miss or cannot be phased or cannot phase or whatever. Reduce the damage by 100%. Reduce the ability accuracy, whatever. Prevent them from being used basically. You don't need to add True Focus that immediately nukes down Tiger, that hinders Professor X, that stops Mr. Negative, that dismantles Elsa Bloodstone and a whole plethora of other champions. If you really cared about sorting out the problem at its core, without wanting to actually touch Quake and Ghost and nerf them, then you would not get so many other champions involved in this situation. You would simply target those two champions, which we all know Kabam's talking about. Nobody's pretending that it is anything else. These true focus nodes are just so you can't use Quake and Ghost. They're not there to stop you from using Elsa Bloodstone, even though that might be the end result. They're not there to stop you from using Mr. Negative, even though that is the end result. They're not there to hinder your usage of Tiger or whoever. Yes, there are obviously champions that can play around. Even Ghost itself, like, you were still able to use Ghost against Ghost or Ghost against Emma Frost. You just couldn't phase. You had to intercept. You had to play Ghost like a normal champion. So the end result of this didn't even work properly, because the idea of putting true focus node is to stop Quake and Ghost. Yes, fair enough, you do stop Quake, but Ghost is still being used. That by definition is a failure of the node. But even assuming that they are fine with using Ghost as long as you don't phase with her, then why bring in all of the other champions in the game? And it is very easy. Any champion from 200 champions in this game can be narrowed down with 3 criteria, maximum 4. We're going to take a look at Quake. Okay, so let's find Quake, Lady, Heroes, or plenty of that. Control Counter, that's 2. Control Deny. Which one is Quake? I don't even know. Offensive Burst, Quake in there? No. So she's whatever. Let's take a look at some other hashtags there. Science, Lady. There we go. So Science, Lady, Offensive Burst. Then we need to add in another one, or even better, Quake is one of the Inhumans, isn't she? Or Shield members. There we go. There we go. Science, female, Shield. Sorted. Narrow down. Science, female, Shield champions cannot evade. Sorted. You have sorted out the problem of people using Quake without touching a single other champion. Why is this so hard to do? Why is that hard for Kabam to use a tiny little bit of brain and sort the problem in a manner that doesn't hinder other champions in this game? And those people are the people that are meant to be creative. Those people are meant to be able to do these kind of things. When it comes to designing champions, we see over-complex animations, ability lists as Bibles, everything. When it comes to sorting out a problem, it's all of a sudden they seem to lose 80 IQ points. Why is it so hard to take 5 minutes to actually find a solution to their problem that doesn't involve other champions who have nothing to do with this? Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We could even go in humans. Here we go. Science in humans. She's only science in humans. Science in human champions can't evade. You can find X amount of criteria based on class, tags, whatever else, to single out Quake. But they're just refusing. Why are they refusing to do that? Are they unwilling to admit that the Quake is the problem? Like I said, in this video alone, and this video is not even 10 minutes long, I said that 2 much better solutions that require absolutely no effort to implement. Come up with a hashtag OP tag or single out these champions. That's it. You can single out these champions. If they can require us to use metal villains, right? That is easy. They have been doing things like that in past, like in these Summer of Pain objectives. In order to fit the milestone, you need to use metal villains. So they're clearly aware of their tags, champion groups, and everything else. If they're willing to make nodes and milestones and objectives that are focusing on that. Why can't they do the same thing to single out Quake as a champion or Ghost as a champion and prevent them there? Now, there is a second question of whether they would, and they probably would, over-abuse that node. But in any case, in each individual instance where that would be used as a solution, it would be sure as shit a lot better than when they add in true focus just to stop Ghost and Quake. Inadequately, if I may add, since Ghost is still getting used. But that is it. That will be the end of this rant. That true focus shit has to go. It really does. And what's sad about it is that this is a gaming company that makes millions, with dozens of employees. And that is the best that they could come up with to sort out their problem. A problem that exists because of the champions that they created. A problem that exists because they don't have the balls to directly nerf them. A problem that exists because they are unable to come up with nodes or champions that properly counter these issues. Now, say what you will about all these three things that I mentioned before. That true focus shit has to go. And that's it for today. Let me know if you agree. And I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information